What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Okay, we are here for a live chat on Angela Yee. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I see J to the BTV up in here. I need to contact you. I don't know how to contact you, but I need to contact you about something that I plan on doing this fall, and I want you to be a part of it, J to the BTV. Um, if you got an Instagram or anything, or I could just email you, and I'll definitely do that. But it's like 31 of y'all up in here. Y'all already know what to do as you guys log in. Light this chat up as you walk into the door. We already know how this is. This ain't really no hot story, you know what I mean? So I don't expect a lot of people to be in this live. But as you guys come through, I'm gonna go ahead and say hello to you. Okay. What's going on, Erica Williams, Dawn Simber, Gloria, Jose? What's going on, Jose? Deborah Walker, Linda Gamble. I already spoke to J to the BTV. Who else is in the building? Nina Phillips, Uriah. I hope I said your name right. Mo Media, Black Samantha Jones, Deborah Walker. Okay. Nick is in the building. My brother Nick. What's going on, you guys? As y'all can see, that's like my big brother up in the chat, Nick. Chi-Town Naja Girl, Tedrika Adams, what's going on? Everybody, Christia Henderson, what's going on? All of y'all are in the building. Like I already know, y'all gonna be coming in as time goes by. So before we get into what we here to talk about, I'm gonna let you guys know about some things that I have that I will be discussing, or things that I have coming up on the channel for y'all to be on the lookout for. Now, first things first, I am going to be covering the Murder Inc. story. I will be covering the Murder Inc. story. I just got done watching it like not too long before I got on live, and I would definitely be covering every part of it. The video should be coming out tomorrow alongside of the Yes for the Mess video. So be on the lookout for the Murder Inc. story. I hope you guys are tuned into that, because that was very interesting and I enjoyed every second of it. I may not be Irv Gotti's biggest fan, but I definitely love me some Murder Inc. And I had to tune in because Murder Inc. was my ish. Okay. Growing up, like my middle school years to my high school years, like around like fifth to like ninth or 10th grade, like Murder Inc. was everything. So I would definitely be covering the Murder Inc. story. A little bit after this video is over, actually, I'm going to uh do my video on it, and it's gonna come out tomorrow. Also be on the lookout for Boys Night Out on a special night and on a special time at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central Time. That's Saturday night, 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central Time. The Fab Five will be back for a Hot Boy Summer. That's myself, Jamar, T, Josiah, and Maddie Rance. We're back. Okay, we're back and better than ever for season 3. So y'all be ready. I hope you guys tune in. Y'all showed us a lot of love on the last season. So hopefully y'all show us the same amount of love this time. And one of my people from Boys Night Out will be joining this live with me pretty soon. I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm probably gonna take a few calls. I might, depending on how I feel. But yes, child. Those are the things that I got coming up. So y'all, we're about to go ahead and get into this thing. It's like 47 of y'all up in here. And like I said, as time goes on, more people will be coming in as time goes on. So we are here to talk about Angela Yee and the Breakfast Club. Now, I have pretty much a lot to say about this. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about it. Now, she announced on yesterday, well, basically early today rather, that she would be departing the Breakfast Club to host her own syndicated show, and that she's very excited about it. She told Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy this, and she said that that was something that she had been waiting to do for years, way before the pandemic. She actually sat down with their big boss, and she was telling her, like, look, I really want to have my own show. I have my podcast Lip Service, and I was thinking I would be able to get something like a weekend situation. Now, Angela said that her new show at iHeart would be a national daily programming, adding that she'd remain with the Breakfast Club for another month while details are finalized. Mm. Now, she also said that the show. What was that? Okay, so basically, the not the neighborhood talk. What the fuck am I talking about? The Breakfast Club airs on Power 105.1 across 100 stations in the US, and she hinted at the change in a tweet. She said the Breakfast Club as you know it is officially over. The popular drive time morning show debuted in 2010 and has since been nominated for numerous awards and even been inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame in 2020. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of this situation right here. Basically, us talking about Angela Yee. Now, I'm gonna go back and get on screen. Now, I'm gonna say this. This is coming from a person that has always tuned into the Breakfast Club. Like the Breakfast Club was always my go-to for interviews. Like anytime my faves would be doing an interview, I'd be like, they have to do the Breakfast Club. Like I love the Breakfast Club. I loved the energy between, Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee. Although I do not care for Angela Yee at all. Never have, never will. Especially after watching that reality show that Mona did with all those radio personalities. I think it was called Gossip Queens or some shit like that, and it lasted for one season, and it had Angela Yee, Miss Drama, K Fox, you know, all of those different radio women personalities on there. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I just wasn't feeling Angela Yee and all of that other stuff. But the Breakfast Club doesn't run in Mississippi. I've never heard it on any station in Mississippi at all. But I always look at my YouTube, and they always have it up. I always have their interviews up there all the time on YouTube. So whenever my favorites would come up there, I would always be tuning in. I don't know. I love me some Breakfast Club. So when she made that tweet last night, I was just like, girl, like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you telling us this? Like, what is going on here? Because I love my Breakfast Club. Like, I get my notifications. I love it. But it's like, what's really going on here? But she only said that to say that she's getting her own show. But I kind of figured that this was going to happen at some point in time, honestly, simply because of the fact that they are doing separate things. Like Angela Yee already got the lip talks, the lipstick service, lip talk, whatever the fuck it is. She already got her own podcast already with L'Oreal and somebody else. And I will say that it is pretty cool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I listened to a couple of episodes. Like, I'm getting more involved in the podcasting these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like her lipstick chat, whatever the fuck it's called. And I love Drink Champs. And for whatever reason, I have been tuning into Drink Champs way more than I've been in tune with the Breakfast Club as of lately. But they have been doing a lot of things outside of the Breakfast Club. Like Charlemagne, he's always doing interviews. He's always on TV doing something, all of this other stuff. So they always got something going on outside of the show. So I knew at some point somebody was going to leave. Shout out to Love Wins. Thank you for the super chat. I definitely appreciate it. You met her in Brooklyn. I wonder how she is. I wonder what her personality gives in person. Because all I could go by is what I've seen on TV, child. That's all I could see. But people are talking about different people that, could possibly take Angela Yee's place on the show. And, she may not have been my favorite person on there, but, there is a chemistry between the three of them that is unmatched. So it's like, without Angela Yee, who would you put in that position on this show? You know what I mean? That's the thing. And I was listening to Jamie's live while I was at work today. And I was already gonna do a live about this anyway, but I just so happened to be tuned into hers. And I was listening to it, and I was seeing all the different names that I saw people put in there. And a lot of the names just didn't make any sense to me. Like, people were saying names like Tammy Roman. I feel like Tammy is way too mature, way too grown to be doing a show like The Breakfast Club. Tammy could have her own damn show, honestly. And this is coming from someone that got a love-hate relationship with Tammy. Like, I think that Tammy is funny. I think that she's a big, one of the reality show queens of our time. but I also don't like her based off of her own based off the things she's done in the past. That's why I still kind of don't like her. But in the same breath, I like her, but I don't. It goes back and forth. But um, I don't think that she should do the Breakfast Club. I don't think so. I don't think that's her thing. Tammy could do her own show. Some people were saying Just Hilarious. I don't know about Just Hilarious. I'm not sure about Just Hilarious. I don't know. I can't see Just Hilarious doing no radio stuff. But maybe that's just me. I mean, I really don't know. I can't see her doing nothing like the Breakfast Club. Um, Another person I saw someone say was Remy Ma. Remy Ma is another person who could really do her own podcast. Like she's done, like she had a good partner in Joe Budden. I think they had good chemistry. But I can't see her like vibing with the likes of DJ Envy and Charlemagne. Like I cannot see Remy Ma doing that. And I fuck with Remy Ma, but I don't want to see her on the Breakfast Club. Now, someone said Keke Palmer on Jamie's Live, and I definitely love me some Keke Palmer, and I would not mind seeing her do a show like The Breakfast Club. Like, I wouldn't mind doing it. Wouldn't mind seeing her doing it. Let me make that clear, because I'm good with what I'm doing right now. However, I would not mind seeing Keke Palmer do like the Breakfast Club. I think that would be nice for her. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't mind seeing her do that. Now, this person says I would love to see Miss Jones replace Angela Yee. Um she definitely have people still interested. But see, I don't want to see her on the Breakfast Club though. Like if we want Miss Jones to be on the radio, give her her own show. That's just like when people were saying Wendy Williams should do like the Breakfast Club. No, she should not. Wendy Williams should have her own. Like Wendy Williams getting a podcast, let her do her podcast. Miss Jones could do a damn podcast. Why she ain't never did no podcast? Cause she was pretty notorious during her time. So you would think that she would get on the podcast role, cause that's normally what the people do these days. Like they'll get on, they'll get a podcast deal, do that, and plus on top of that, just like Wendy, Miss Jones, it's better when she's raw and uncut. And I ain't, I'm somebody who really didn't care for Miss Jones either, but we already know that she was pretty notorious back in the day when she was doing not her reality show, but her radio show. I think that Miss Jones would be more suited to do her own podcast instead of doing the Breakfast Club. Like, why would she want to do the Breakfast Club? Like, nah. Just like somebody said, Wendy is too big for Breakfast Club. Like, that's just what I think. I think that she is, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. Like, and the Breakfast Club has had some classic, and I do mean classic interviews. Like some people have had their best interviews at the Breakfast Club. Like for real, for real. Like I love their interviews. Like they give the best. And I look at Ebro, but I don't like Ebro. I think he's a hater, but that's just my opinion. But I don't like Ebro. I don't like his interviews either. Like I could care for. I don't like him. But I don't like Rosenberg either. I really do. They have their own little Breakfast Club esque type show. Like it's Rosenberg, Ebro, and that other girl, and whatever. Like the only time I look at them is when Kate Michelle is doing their interviews or whatever. But other than that, I don't watch them like that. But the Breakfast Club, I can watch any interview with the Breakfast Club, even if I'm not interested in it. But I mean, Drink Champs is on point though. Like I have grown to love Drink Champs. I did not know that Drink Champs has been out for this long period of time at all, but they have been. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been out for a long period of time, and I did not know that they've been out this long. But I enjoy their interviews. Like I have not seen their interview with Patti LaBelle yet. That's the main one I'm trying to see. But other than that, they do good interviews, honey. They do good interviews, okay? But I don't know. Like I said, I cannot think of anybody that really would gel well with Charlemagne and DJ Envy. I don't know who would gel with them like that. I don't know. I think that Angela was the right type of corny to jail with them. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I really do think that. Like, I seriously believe that. Like, I think that she's the best corny to do that. For real, for real. Definitely. Hold on, y'all. I'm texting person back. Somebody said, how about Bundy? I think Bundy would do well. I could see Bundy like doing like a radio show like that, but I think that Bundy will run circles around Charlemagne and DJ Envy based off of her personality and how like her no nonsense type of attitude. Like I could see Bundy going in on Charlemagne when he say some ignorant shit. Like I could really see her going in on him if he say some ignorant ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could definitely see that. Now, some people saying Claudia Jordan, but no. I think Claudia's doing her thug thizzle with TGIF with Funky Dineva and Al what's his name? Al Reynolds, that girl. Yeah, I think she's doing her thug thizzle over there on Fox. So but Bundy would I would love to see Bundy do something like that. But like I said, she'll be cursed. Like I wouldn't say she'll curse Charlemagne out or nothing, but she would definitely call him out on his ignorance. And that's probably what is needed because Angela Yee really didn't call him out on his ignorance like that. But that's what I believe. Okay. Now this I can get with. Now I can get with Lil Mo. I could get with Lil Mo. I could see her doing this. I think that she could get Lil Mo would be good. Cause she did have her own radio show in the past. And I did hear that her radio show was pretty interesting. So I could see Lil Mo doing it. I could definitely see Lil Mo doing the Breakfast Club. I could see her doing that. I think that Lil Mo would be a great candidate. Not no damn Kaya. Because people were saying Kaya. Now, just because people do shit like that, that don't mean they need to be no damn radio host. That's just like y'all saying that I should be on the Breakfast Club. I know I should. No, that's not even my lane. Like, nah, bro, I don't need to be doing it. I think that Lil Mo is a great choice. Eva Marcel, I'm not sure, but she did do good on the Ricky Smiley show. I can't say that now. She did do a good job on the Ricky Smiley show. I can give you that. Monica, I don't know. And y'all know I love me some Monica, but I don't know. I can't see her being on like I think she's too mature for the Breakfast Club as well. The same way I felt like Tammy is too mature for the Breakfast Club. I think that Monica is too mature for that. Like way too mature. Uh-uh. I don't know about Monica. I don't know about Monica at all. But like Jamie said, they could probably bring some new people up there, like some hungry people, like people that we don't know. Like I think that people be this, and that's what I feel people should do. Like that's what I've been saying about the Housewives of Atlanta too. I think that they've lost their spark because they want to bring in all these celebs instead of bringing in no names. Because when we first saw the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it was a bunch of no names. Like that's what it was, and they were married to people that they were married to people that that was affluent, but did nobody really know them, so that was different. Let me see. No, to Wendy Williams, absolutely not. No. Mm-mm. The Breakfast Club is Charlemagne's show. I do feel like he or Envy will not want a woman with a strong personality. And I agree with that. They want somebody that is bubbly and stupid and is not going to have no real opinion on nothing. Because that's what they want women to be on radio shows. Like that's what they want. Like they'll probably want somebody like Drea on the Breakfast Club, child. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's stupid and ain't got no damn sense. To be on the radio early morning for 5 days and move to NYC is demanding. Yes, it is. Monica is focused on C murder and she has no time for anything else. She don't. B Simone, she is controversial, and I saw a couple of people say her name too. But mm, that may not be a bad idea, though. It may not be a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll be a bad idea, honestly. Mm-mm. I don't think it'd be too bad of an idea to have B Simone up there. Like she may not be my favorite person either, but she may do a little something with with this. I believe it. Definitely so. Shakana. I could give you Shakana. I could give you Shakana. Shakana would be good. Nivea, not so much, but I could see Shakana being on the radio. I could see that. I did not like Roxy, baby. Oh my God, I did not like Roxy at all. Oh hell no! We already got to deal with Tambra down here. I don't want to. I don't want nobody else to have to deal with it with her at all. Like period. Period. Shout out to our fellow Scotty Gang member Janae. Her father is home. I don't know if you remember, but on one of our past live chats, she did let us know that her father was sick and we all prayed for her. So thank God her father is home. Everybody put your praying hands in the chat and let Janae know that we are happy that her father is home. We all pray for her and he's home. So everybody give Janae your prayers because God is good all the time. And all of the time, God is good. So shout out to Janae, y'all. Shout out to Janae. Now that you said it, Drea is the perfect candidate. Drea is the type of airhead that strokes the ego of men like Charlemagne and Ebro. Exactly. That's why I said I feel like that's the type of person that they would try to get to be on this show, Drea. And I just would not want to see Drea on this show. I just wouldn't. Shout out to the 100 people in the chat. I definitely would not want to see Drea on this damn show, period. But she fits that stupid person that's gonna go with whatever a male thinks and stroke their ego. Most definitely, she would definitely do that. Somebody said get Miracle Watts. She's bubbly and male identified. I don't even know much about Miracle Watts, honestly. Nene, hmm, that's a good question. I wouldn't be too mad about Nene, but I don't know. Yeah, being men, they would not want to work with a woman that's too controversial with a strong personality, most definitely. This bitch. Okay, y'all. So my guest is coming in, and he is none other than Josiah's World TV. He is really funny. Bitch, get that damn picture of me off of your thumbnail. Get me off your thumbnail. Jamar make me sick making that picture of me. Do y'all see how he trolling
You
me
look
right
so good. You look so cute. Y'all,
now?
don't
Oh
you look
no.
so cute in this thumbnail?
Don't answer that.
He giving
Anyway.
me everything that it needs to give.
Oh, you make
Yeah.
me. Oh my god, you make me so sick. Anyway,
I'm gonna change
anyway,
it. Let me change
anyway,
it.
though. But we're here. We've been sitting up here talking, as you know already. We've been sitting up here talking about Angela Yee and
Mhm.
her leaving the show and things of that nature. And we were just sitting up here talking about you know, different people that could replace her or certain things like that. But before I ask you your a question about who you think should replace her or what type of things you got in your mind, what do you have to say about Angela Yee actually leaving the show to do her own show?
I feel like that Angela, and Angela has been on the show forever, and I think it is time for her to move because I'm gonna be honest, I have not seen the Breakfast Club in years. I do watch the Breakfast Club every little blue moon, but I wasn't listening to it as consistently back in like 2016, 2017, even 2018. I ain't been really listening to them like that. I just feel like that you could kind of tell like that they've been wanting to do their own thing for the longest, but it's like it's given we're under contract, so we got to do what we got to do. But the chemistry that was used to be there is not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
So, do you think that it was bound to happen being that they're all becoming bigger than just the Breakfast Club? Like they're all doing like separate things. Like Angela Yee already got that damn podcast. I think it's the Lipstick Talk, whatever. I can't get that name right for nothing. But her podcast with L'Oreal and somebody else, like they all got, and Charlemagne is always doing somebody
Lip service, yeah. Lip
yeah, lip
service with
service. That's
Angela
what it
Yee.
is. I'm gonna say damn lipstick alley child.
Ah,
Child.
I want
Uh,
you to find out if they got a podcast.
if they had a podcast, they'll be dragging all of us for filth every damn episode, child. But however, um, are you surprised that she's leaving?
Hell to the nah, to the nah, nah, nah. I am not surprised. And the reason why I'm not surprised because if you guys don't know, there was a incident that happened with Angela Yee and Charlamagne a few years ago that kind of like it was bad. I don't know what exactly happened, but they was beefing at one point, damn near. I think this was like back in 2018 or 19 or something. Something that Charlamagne the God said that Angela Yee was not a big fan of. So I feel like ever since then, that situation, it low key kind of just fell off. And then here you have DJ Envy, who doesn't even research the guests that comes in for these interviews. So it's just like I don't know. It's just like me interviewing somebody off a show I never seen before, like the Orange County. So Tamra, tell me, for the people who don't know, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So what do you think the let me see. What do you think about the future of the Breakfast Club? Because from what they're saying, she's going to remain on the show until she gets her stuff finalized for her own show. But what do you think about the future of the Breakfast Club?
Child, listen, I don't be watching like that, and I feel like a lot of people are not tuned into the Breakfast Club like they used to. A lot of people are like tuned in more to podcasts and stuff.
That is
So
true.
I just don't see it being like it used to in their heyday. But we cannot really just reject the Breakfast Club for having iconic moments like Soldier
They
Boy Drake, K Michelle going off on Angela Yee, Birdman going off. You know what I'm saying? Kodak Black coming wearing that hideous shit that he was wearing in the interview. There was a lot of iconic moments. So for the future of the Breakfast Club, I think that it has ran its course.
yeah, the Breakfast Club used to be the place to be now.
Yeah.
It was the place to be. Period. It was the place to be. Jeremy, do you want to come up and talk? But yeah, it was the place to be. It was definitely the place to be. Do you think that Angela Yee can carry a show on her own?
Hell to the now. Listen, if the Angela Yee is monotone as they come, I'd rather have Tam like
Oh no, you don't. No, you don't. No, the
God,
hell
I'm pretty
you
sure
don't.
it's fun listening to her in the morning, huh?
No, listen.
No, Angela Yee is definitely monotone. I feel like that the only person that could carry something is Charlamagne because he has matured. Like I don't know if y'all seen the Breakfast Club early days back in the day, but baby, Charlamagne was the absolute most. Like he was a character. Chili blocked him from TLC on Twitter, social media. Brandy hates him. Ray J, he made Lil Mama cry. You know,
Definitely.
so yes. So to answer your question, I think only he can be the one that can carry his own show. I don't really see DJ Envy doing nothing. He's monotone. I mean, he got a good radio voice, but he's monotone to me. And then Angela Yee, she's cool, like, but she's more in a group setting. I mean, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna listen to a podcast with her by herself. She needs co-hosts.
Definitely. Okay. Um. Yeah, because some people are better with a group. Like some people can hold their own by themselves, but some people are better with a group. Don't you think? Like that's how I feel. I think that some people feed off of other because based off of our conversation right now, it comes across as though we all both agree that Charlemagne pretty much carried the show.
Mm-hmm.
and you got Angela and DJ Envy like feeding off of him. You know what I mean? Because have you ever noticed? I don't know if it's just me, but I never really just seen no interviews with just. Well, yes, I have, but they were boring. When Charlamagne wouldn't be there and it just be Angela and Envy, them interviews be boring as fuck, child.
Oh yes. Oh my God, yes, friend. There was an interview with Sierra that they did, and I think it was just Angela Yee and DJ Envy. And when I tell you that interview was so damn dry, I fell asleep. I woke up, I fell back asleep. It was so dry.
Well,
I
first of
said, "Ooh,
all, hold on, Josiah, hold on. First of all, let me welcome one of my new favorites. He's an up and coming YouTuber by the name of Jeremy Speaks TV Child. Let's welcome him in here. Okay.
Hello, thank you for inviting a little hood rat like me up here. I appreciate it.
Well, Josiah thinks I'm a hood rat, so
It's different
whatever."
rat.
No, I don't.
There's rats on all types of coast. It's West Coast rats, Southern rats. Breakfast Club rats.
So let me ask you the same thing I asked Josiah, because I'm gonna ask you what I just asked him, and then the three of us are gonna dive into the rest of it. Okay, so are you surprised that Angela Yee has decided to leave the show?
No, no, I'm not. Like, I never really thought that she was like a good fit for the show anyway. And I
Oh,
always thought that it showed that she had like a lot of tension when it came to the other two co-hosts. I felt like it was maybe plenty of other like women who could have held and locked down and also did that job that she did better.
hmm. Okay. Um. So with that being said, are you surprised? Did I just ask you that? Did I ask you, are you
Mm,
surprised that she left?
yeah, you
Okay.
did.
Oh my God, my head is everywhere. Okay, so do you think that she can carry a show on her own?
Absolutely not. I don't feel that way at all. I don't like, Angela has the charisma as like as print paper, like that's in the printer. Like I never really liked Angela. Always thought that she was boring. I always thought that she had no charisma, no uniqueness, no nerve. She must have some type of talent to get on this platform. I don't know if those are oral talents or radio talents, whatever the case may be, but I don't personally understand how Angela has gotten this far.
You said oral.
Yeah,
Oh my
like you have to like I'm saying like think about it. What has like set Angela apart from everybody else? Like what makes people want to tune in to listen to her? Do
God.
you want to tune in to listen to her?
No.
Nope.
Exactly. So how does she get this big gig of being on the Breakfast Club and also getting over other women who are more talented, more charismatic, more entertaining, more insightful, more impactful, all of these different things. She got chosen.
It could be because we kind of talked about this early on in the live. It could be like a man thing, like they want a woman with no personality or no real thought process to be on a show like this. Because when we were talking about, before I even let you or Josiah up, I was in the chat looking at the different people that they feel should be on the show, and there was some good choices, but then at the same time those are good choices, but I feel like those people that are good choices would never make it on a show like the Breakfast Club because they are strong willed. I mentioned some. I said they wouldn't even hire nobody like that. They'll hire a dummy like Drea to be on the show.
Yeah. You know who I think would be a really good fit to be on the show?
Yeah, that's my next question for y'all. Who y'all think would be a good fit? So since you brought it up, who you think would be a good fit?
Lil Mo.
Somebody in the chat said that, and I agree with that.
Yeah, look like it could either be a little Mo. I can even hear, one of the queens of comedy doing it. Maybe some more, not some more, but what's the other one with the big lips and the big teeth?
Ooh.
Adele Giving.
Yeah, Dale Givens.
But see, that's the thing. Could you see Adele vibing with Charlemagne and Envy though?
I mean, yeah, way better than Angela did.
Uh,
All Angela did was insult them and call Charlemagne gay.
mm.
Like, so it's not like she had like this amazing chemistry with them. It's not like they were like some type of, dynamic trio. It really wasn't given that. To be honest, none of them are really that good alone. They depend all on each other, which is why they're like, I guess, a unit. I mean, maybe Charlemagne, but like I'm not a big fan of Charlemagne. I believe that Charlemagne's whole shtick is like BS. This whole mental health journey, when he, like, have been giving girls quote unquote Spanish fly allegedly, doing other things quote unquote, and it's been women who have been, making accusations that he's done something to them while they were underage at a party, unconscious. And on top of the other things that he said, and on top of the other women that he's like creeped out or tore down, like I would never forgive him for making Lil Mama cry, even though she was wearing that tattered, half red, half black bob wig. It's not her fault. She was going through a lot. Her mama had just died.
Which is true. Which is true. Which is true. Which is true. Josiah, do you have
Hmm.
anybody in mind that you feel could replace Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club?
I would say maybe like Melissa Ford.
Mm.
Um, yeah, or somebody like has experience in media, no celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's actually has experience discussing those certain situations or topics.
I didn't think of Melissa Ford. And
Yeah.
I like Melissa Ford. I wouldn't mind
Hmm.
seeing her do
She's been in
that.
the game for a minute.
Okay, not somebody saying Evelyn. Child.
Evelyn who?
Evelyn Lozano.
Oh, child.
Now some of these names y'all saying, y'all know damn well they wouldn't do no damn Breakfast
And
Club.
what about and what
Like
about some of the
Queen
YouTubers?
Latifah. We was okay. We were saying that too. Like, does it really have to be people that we already know? Like, why not pick like a YouTube, like a fresh YouTuber, like not just a fresh YouTuber, but just a YouTuber,
Yeah.
or something like that. What YouTubers could you? The one of the people, one YouTuber that they did name was Bundy Blue that they
I
could
was
see.
just about to say that.
Yes, Bundy. I said that I could see Bundy doing it, and I feel like she would challenge the fuck out of Charlemagne.
Me too.
Yeah, but Bondi's a little bit too real for for the people. They don't want to be challenged or made to look crazy, so they're not gonna get somebody like her to fill in that spot. Although I don't know where Bondi is gonna be headed. Bondi is like a unfound treasure. Like I could see her like I was talking about, like if they did like some type of love and marriage, like Louisiana, New Orleans, or something like that. I would love to see her on the cast. Like if they ever did that, I think that her and Lyric would be really good like candidates. Because
Hmm.
Bondi Blue is so entertaining. And then on top of that, she's so insightful. She has like this third eye thing. Like she can break down and analyze. It's like she almost got a PhD in like psychotherapy, but she don't have one.
Yeah, I feel like this, and I will allow Josiah to piggyback off of me when I'm done saying it, since we're talking about her. But I people give Bundy fever sometimes because she's pretty strong willed and outspoken, but Bundy is a sweet person. Like, I would say that not only is she a sweet person, but she's an encouraging person too. Like she's just like Josiah. Josiah and Jamie were the main reasons why I did my Miss Wanda interview. Those are the three, because Bundy pushed my ass into doing that. So just like you said, I think that she's very real, and you need somebody like that on a show like the Breakfast Club to balance out the cornballs that's already there. But like you said, she's so real that they don't want nobody real like her. They want somebody with no brain like Drea. But Josiah, what's your thoughts? when it comes to
Yeah, I
Bonnie.
definitely agree. I think that you know Bonnie would be Bonnie is such a sweet person. I feel like that she would fit right in with the group. But like Jeremy Speaks said, you have to she might have to tone herself down, which she's not going to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that Bonnie is too real for that group
Yeah, and we don't want her to tone down either.
at all. We love Bonnie just how she is.
To be honest, I'm ready for the Breakfast Club to end. I feel like Charlemagne has gotten way too much off of the back of disrespecting black women and just black people overall. Like, I feel like this man has literally made a living off of it. Kind of like, I ain't gonna name the other person, but like, and then like the other person, DJ Envy, don't even be knowing anything about the guest. He'd be like, so tell everybody, he like it was supposed if it was Beyonce, he would be like, so tell everybody who Beyonce is if they don't know. Like, it's Beyonce.
Yeah, I was just mentioning that earlier. He does the same shit with every interview.
And that's exactly why Nicki Minaj cussed all of them out. Like, they brought it there, they didn't know anything about her album. They didn't have any of the music getting ready to cue or anything else like that. And like they're just I don't know. Like, I've never kind of really been that big of a fan of Breakfast Club, although I will admit it, they've had some very infamous moments on their show, but it was mostly at the hands of, either embarrassing somebody or offending somebody, not because of necessarily their journalistic integrity in content. It was the shenanigans.
My favorite moment from the Breakfast Club was when K Michelle cursed Angela Yee out. I love that moment. Oh, it was everything to me.
Hmm.
I felt
my
like everybody loved it.
my favorite moment is when Gucci Man was like, "Hey, didn't you you definitely asked it, you wanted to smash," and she was like, "What? I don't remember that." And he basically said the time, the place, the hotel room, everything. Like, and she was just trying to act like she had sudden amnesia. That was the funniest thing for me. Also, when Monique called Charlemagne Leonard.
Oh, and she kept calling him Leonard over and over again. She kept doing it. Then another one, when who was up there? Beanie Siegel was up there and he was going in on Charlemagne. Charlemagne was scared as fuck when he was saying, like, that's another thing about him. Like, when these dudes would come up there and really press him, like, he gets scared. You could tell he be terrified. Like, when they come up there and press him. They be
Yeah,
They do, yeah.
you remember he said like Lil Kim sent her goons up there and they faded him in the front of the building and he ran away.
I didn't know that was her goons.
Yeah, they was like, "What you say about Lil Kim?"
Listen, everybody wanted Charlemagne head. Like, it's just the same way everybody wanted Wendy Williams head. And that's another thing. People were talking about Wendy Williams should be on the Breakfast Club. No, she should not be on no damn Breakfast
She can't even
Club.
function right now.
But
My thing is,
even if she could, that no.
so is Wendy Williams like going through like menopause, or is it like Alzheimer's, or is it aphasia? Like what's going on? Like,
I have no idea, and it's really confusing me because I
it's
don't know what's going on.
and it's crazy because her and Kenya Moore are around the same age.
They are?
Yeah, look it up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I believe like that Kenya Moore is like 51 or 50, and then Wendy is like 54, 55.
I don't know why I thought she was older than that.
Because she's been ugly, like she's been acting ugly in the spirit for the last 25 years, and she's getting her comeuppance. See, this is what happens when you put out so much. Although, like, that does not take away from the fact that she is very, iconic and legendary as far as like her avenue goes. But when you exert that much negativity, that much, guttural disgustingness throughout the years, it comes back. She has no family, she has no support, she has no good health, she has nobody really there, to really support her. And she spent all of these years tearing all of these other people down. I will never forget what she did to, like, Whitney Houston, and she thought that was so funny.
But Whitney read her ass down.
I think it's that, but I also feel like that it's remember she did like drugs as well because we've seen Kenya does some ugly things in the past, but she's still looking youthful.
Well, Kenya never really had messy things done in the past. Like I believe I don't think you can like really put the housewives into context. I feel like
Oh well, yeah, yeah.
outside of that, usually everybody says that Kenya is a really great person, like outside of the show. But when she's on the show, she does her job. But like I'm saying, even then, everybody is like equal. They all like read each other. They all tear each other down to some extent. Versus Wendy Williams just attacking celebrities or making up rumors, especially when you're doing crack yourself. And you went at Whitney about that. You know,
Hmm.
it's not fair like that you want to embarrass her when you were literally doing the same thing,
Ooh,
right?
ooh, yeah. Ooh.
And then you want to cry after she passes. Like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like your guilt is eating you up, but you didn't have like it's always a possibility that somebody could pass away, but you don't think about those things when you're trying to get clicks and views and you are hungry for fame. But now you're sitting here with your health declining, your mental health declining, and everything else declining, except the the fluid around your ankles. And now you have to face all of the things that you've done and
Well, do
said
you?
about people.
Well, when it comes down to the Breakfast Club overall, do y'all think that this is like the death of like radio shows? Because it's kind of like with music, I don't know anybody. I'm probably the only one that still got my CD booklets. I still have my CD booklet. I don't know nobody that buys compact disc anymore. They all, we could just put our music on our phones. We could just stream. We could just do this. Some people don't even buy music off iTunes anymore. They just go straight to Apple Music, Spotify, save it to their phone, call it a day. So just like music has changed in the way that we digest music, do you guys think that radio shows have died off and podcasts are the big thing now?
Yeah,
Nobody listens to the radio anymore.
yeah, I don't. I stream the albums straight out, like straight to the phone. I don't need to wait for y'all to play Beyonce's Renaissance. I'll go straight to Apple iTunes and play it myself.
Yeah, because I don't really listen to the radio either. And if I do, it's the oldie station. Like, like it's the oldie station. But I don't really listen to the radio either because they play the same five songs over and over again. Everybody sounds the same. I can't. But podcasts are definitely new because even though me personally, I love the Breakfast Club. I find myself watching Drink Champs with Noriega more than looking at the Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, them podcasts be coming through, especially Apple Podcasts. What? No
Yes,
interruptions with your
yes,
GPS in the background, man. I be listening to
Yeah,
so many podcasts.
yes. I love like Drink Champs. I even listen to Carlos King Loud Ass podcast. I listen to Claude Kelly's podcast. I think it's the State of Black Music. I think that's the name of it because they have all these different music conversations, and I'm just a music geek, so I love listening to stuff like that. Then when they had that interview with Tevin Campbell, I was sold, so I had to subscribe. So I do think that podcasts are the new norm because there was a time where we had plenty of morning shows that we used to love to hear in the morning, like the Ricky Smiley show.
Right.
They had the Russ Parr morning show, the Steve Harvey morning show, the Tom Joyner morning show. Like they had all those different morning shows, and now it's like don't nobody really want to listen to the radio. Like they could just go to Apple Podcasts and pull out a podcast and drive to work listening to that, or not even listening to Apple Podcasts. They listen to one of us and drive their ass to work.
yeah. I mean, I feel like we're more entertaining anyway. Honestly.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Okay. So I have heard people say this a lot. They think that YouTubers are more entertaining than the people that we see on TV, or we give the commentary in a more entertaining way than we see people do it on TV. Do y'all agree with that? I mean, we're all ordinary people. We all, are real people. We're not in the industry, but we're just sitting in our houses doing videos. So, do you guys agree with the notion that YouTube bloggers are it? You know,
Yes, because I listen to so many YouTubers and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what, they really need to be on radio.
Yeah. I feel like, and I feel the same way. Like, it's so many different YouTubers that I love to listen to, including myself. I don't know if that's like a narcissistic thing, but I really like to go back and listen to my own videos because I forget a lot of the stuff that I say. So when I listen to it back, I be like, "Bitch, are you crazy?" You know. So
No,
like
you're not the only one. I do it too.
okay, so good. So I don't feel as bad. So
Yeah,
like,
I do
yeah,
it too. Like, especially after it comes out, I watch it or I listen to it. Like a lot of my videos when I'm on schedule. This week I'm not on schedule because I was out in Chicago. But when I'm on schedule and I set my videos to premiere the very next day and I'm at work, I when it went because sometimes when you do premieres and shit, you get notifications from your own damn video. So you go on over there and you listen, and I listen to it, and sometimes I'll engage with the people in the chat. They think it's a live, but it's really a premiere. But I'll engage with them. Like sometimes I go back and listen to my own stuff too. Like that's not weird. That's not a weird thing at all. I think just about everybody does that. Sometimes you go back and you listen to it to get a sense of what you just did, or for corrections, or to see what you
yeah,
need to do better on the next video. Like I have a habit of doing that now. I don't like for people to watch me in front of me. Like my mama be
Hmm.
watching a video of mine as I'm walking through the door, and I'm like, let me get out of here. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah. Like, so when it comes to like the YouTubers, I feel like we are not only more entertaining, we have natural, personalities, and we don't have that whole bias in that I guess that radio filter that you have to have because of advertisers and things like that. Although we may have to calm down on the cussing, which I don't even believe, because believe it or not, like most of my videos get monetized, and that's crazy because I cuss up a storm. Like you gonna like as soon as the video open, I've already said it maybe like 10 bitches. Like it's that bad. And then it gets monetized. So it's not like we even have to worry about that. It depends on just you as a person, if your personality can carry that channel. And then on top of that, there's so many different types of YouTubers that could be compatible with what you want out of out of something. Like you have calm YouTubers, you have Christian YouTubers, you have people who review TV shows, you have people who are
Hmm.
more comedic, you have so many different things and avenues that you can go to get entertained, rather than having to hear Angela Yee struggle to make jokes about Charlemagne, on the
And then
radio.
copy off of other YouTubers as well, because some of her
Exactly.
stuff that she say is verbatim what other people be saying.
Yeah. I do think that the YouTubers are it. Like people don't like to give us nothing because we're just YouTubers. But
Hence why celebrities run into YouTube trying to be YouTubers.
yeah, like reality stars, celebrities, they be trying to get YouTube channels too, which kind of like takes away from those of us who doing it. But whatever. But I just
Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. Why do y'all need to do it?
I mean, like I feel like it's an avenue for everybody to express themselves. I don't know. I don't feel like what they're doing is gonna necessarily take away anything that I'm doing. Cause
That's true, but at the same time, they be mad at YouTubers, but then they turn around and want to be YouTubers. Like that's my whole thing.
I mean, and that's the biggest joke of all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you shit on us, you dog us, but now you're trying to do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Child, Martell getting ready to make his YouTube channel.
About what?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, child. If I could go 1 week without hearing Martell or Mel's name, I would be like in heaven if I don't hear their names. I'm
Listen,
about them.
I am so tired. Like I am so tired of making videos about them. It's oversaturated, and the thing is, I feel like maybe this is just me. I don't know if this is maybe gonna rub somebody the wrong way, and what I'm saying is only towards me. what I'm saying. I feel that a lot of YouTubers who don't have personality, who don't have charisma, who don't really have really nothing to offer, but they just constantly bring, bring content about Melody and Martell to gain traction. Not saying that's a necessarily bad thing, but what happens after the show ends?
Hmm. That makes sense. I mean, I always tell people that um don't pigeonhole yourself. No, because sometimes when you pigeonhole yourself, that's all they're going to be looking forward to. Like they're going to look
Yeah.
for that one thing, and then when you don't want to do that one thing no more, then it's going to be hard to get them to accept something else. Because I had to do that when I did my rebrand 2 years ago. Like all my content was reality reviews. And it took COVID to shut down everything for me to realize I gotta do something else.
Hmm.
And
Right.
then that's how I got into the whole gossip thing. So I try not to talk about the same shit. Like I don't want my channel to just be all about Love and Marriage Huntsville tea all the time. Like, and it's not just about that. I can honestly say I have a variety of things that I talk about. It's just that, you get a lot of traction when you're talking about they dramatic ass. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing.
But like I guess like the thing is what makes it a little bit hazy is that you don't know if people are there simply because they hate Martell so much that they just willing to hear anybody that talks about him terribly,
Hmm.
or if you are naturally bringing those people there, because the last thing you want is to try to talk about other things and they don't care anymore because the only thing they become accustomed to is you talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Right. It's like when I was talking to another up and coming YouTuber about maybe a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about, like, I guess someone made a video about him and he decided that I'm gonna make a video, in response. But I was like, that's all fine and dandy, but it's gonna
Don't do that.
turn. No, 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 no. What I'm saying is, it's all fine and dandy, but that would turn into a back and forth. Like, I'm gonna make a video about you because you made one about me. So now
Right.
we're gonna
That's what I
make
was saying. Like,
about each
oh,
other.
don't do that. Don't go back and forth now,
Yeah,
because
because
it
now
ain't gonna be cute.
it's that's all it's gonna be about. We're gonna be each other's content. And when I want to do something else, they're not gonna give a fuck about the other shit I'm doing. All they're gonna care about is me talking about this other person. So it's just, as soon as I try to step out and do something else, they're not gonna care about that. They're just gonna care about the bullshit. And
Yeah.
and that's what I mean by pigeonholing yourself. Like, don't ever pigeonhole yourself into, you know, some bullshit. Because, no.
And that's why I've kind of tried to put more variety in my content. I started off doing Married at First Sight reviews, then I went into doing Ready to Love reviews, and that's when I started to gain more of a solid traction. Then I started to do Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews. Then I started to do, random reviews here and there spotted, like, like if I feel like an episode is good, I would review it then, like a Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, or something like that. Love Marriage DC. But outside, but I don't just want to be held to one thing, and I also talk about, like, popular topics. Like I did a video about Neo and what's the ex porn star's
Crystal.
name that he was married to? Okay, yeah, it's Crystal.
She said
Ooh.
um
this porn star.
so like, yeah, so so I did, like, and I've gained traction in those videos and stuff like that. Not saying that the Love and Marriage Huntsville, like, roasting videos didn't help me at all. Of course they did. But I'm saying that you have to force yourself outside of that box, because you will really get yourself pigeonholed and on top of that, you're gonna get burnt out talking about the same things.
Ooh. As Josiah, we have a panel that's, well, I have three different panels, but this particular panel that I'm referring to is another panel that Josiah, because Josiah's on all three of my panels, but we have one panel in particular that is centered only around Love and Marriage Huntsville. And when I tell you, we uh, we'll get ready to do it. It is me, Josiah, and our other friend. We'll get ready to do it, and we'll be like, oh God. Not because we don't want to do it with each other, because we have fun amongst each other, but we don't want to talk about them.
Right.
Because it's draining talking about them at this point. It's draining because it doesn't matter what you say, people take offense. It's just too much.
Yeah, and another thing that's really cool too is like bringing in other YouTubers and starting to review and like to review shows that y'all like have never like watched before. Like me and Chef Don Don, who's like my ace spoon coon. Me and him partnered up to do Bell Collective, and that was like my first time really watching the show, and I thought it was really refreshing. It was a whole bunch of like helmet wigs, country accents, and JC Penny dresses. But I loved every minute of it. Like I'm saying. So,
Show is
and
so good, ain't it?
yes, it is. Okay, can I ask y'all a question?
I'm from there.
Am I the only person? Because every single
Mm-hmm.
time I bring this up, they act like I'm crazy. Do y'all find Cedric attractive? I watched the first season. I remember the first 5 episodes. I saw Cedric come into the kitchen and he had on like these like slim fit khaki pants with his shirt tucked in. And he was thick. I ain't gonna hold you. He
No,
was
wait.
thick.
Who is Cedric?
Cedric
Marie's
is
husband.
Maurice.
Oh Lord.
And I don't know, like I'm a butt type of guy, so I really, 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 really thought that man was attractive, but
Well, you
nobody
you
else
can
seemed
you
to feel
probably
that.
have a chance at getting at him, sliding them DMs.
He ain't got no Instagram, Joe, and
Oh,
apparently
you already checked. Okay.
I look. I ain't gonna slide into DMs, or anything else like that, but I will, follow you on Instagram and like them pictures.
I'm so typical. I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying though, like,
He's not an
besides that.
ugly guy. He's not an unattractive guy. I just wouldn't talk to him. But he not
He
no.
like he give me country sexy.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
He's like he look like as soon as he takes off his clothes, he gonna have a lot of stuff that I would be interested in, like investigating.
Oh my lord. Where we
You
did
know,
hear say my lord?
but but like besides all of that, what I'm saying is that it's really cool to partner up with people that you could find, compatibility with, because they'll bring new ideas to you and you can bring new ideas to them, and on top of that, y'all could feed off of each other's personalities. Like I'm so grateful to have found, my other half on here. you know, and like
Yeah,
I found him in the comment section of like somebody's like this lady's video or whatever. So is that's another thing that like though you get to do. You get to just experiment on here. You don't get to do that. Like they can't experiment on the Breakfast Club.
that's true.
Yeah, you can.
Like
That's very
every day we have to hear Angela Yee, you know, barely carry her portion of the Breakfast Club. And now they gave her I was and another thing I was confused about. I was like, why are we announcing this if you don't even know when it's starting? You don't even know when it's starting. You don't have any confirmation of the dates, but you've already announced that you're leaving the show, but you don't even know when that'll be or when it's all going to be worked out. What if they cancel it and you still stuck on the Breakfast Club and you didn't already put out this blast talking about the Breakfast Club is over as you know it?
She wanted some attention.
But when Gucci Man tried to give you attention, you was trying to deny it.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. It's it's the shade for me.
I don't like Angelique. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, what about wait? Y'all remember Miss Jones?
Somebody mentioned her in the chat, and
Yeah,
I
somebody
said,
who is that?
somebody mentioned her
I
in the
heard that
chat.
was a reckless radio lady or something back in the day.
Yeah, she
Oh my
was,
god.
but I don't see her being on the Breakfast Club though. She should have her own podcast.
But they already I mean they already canceled her like her radio show already. Or she ended up quitting it. I don't know which one it is, but y'all don't remember she the one who did that real trifling interview with Usher when he got married to Tamika Foster.
I remember that, and she remade Beyonce's "Upgrade You" and called it "Upstage You," and she was singing. That was a Beyonce diss record.
Well, that's probably why the show got canceled, child.
Yeah, and that was back in '06. I was a senior in high school when that came out, so I was just like,
She
girl,
lucky they didn't throw Beyonce albums at her like they did Carrie Hilson.
oh, man, not Carrie Hilson. Whole thing.
Come on, Carrie Hilson. Man, I was listening to that album earlier today.
Which one?
The first one, that first
That's the only
album.
one I listen to. That's the only one I listen to because I damn sure I can't tell you shit about No Boys Allowed outside of Pretty Girl Rock because I don't know nothing else.
Same, and I like that Breaking Point song on there too was cute. But no, that first album hits.
Miss
So
Miss Jones is the failed singer who turned into a rude as fuck radio host. Oh my goodness! But she was notorious, just like Wendy was. Both of their ass was.
I heard she was worse than Wendy.
she was bold.
Very.
She was so bold and disrespectful. Usher had to just laugh and say, "You know what? I'll have to give it to you."
Mm.
Usher couldn't even go at her the way that he wanted her to because she was so funny.
That's the sad part. She was funny. That's the sad thing about it. Like she
She
was funny as hell.
she was the only person who really got underneath Kaya's skin, and y'all know that's hard to like to do because Kaya's skin made out of that like that alligator leather.
Yeah.
Like so
Oh, oh my god.
like that was the only person I ever saw get underneath Kaya's skin.
Kaya is, and people get so flustered with me when I call her out on her shit because it's like they be going up for her so much all because of this gag order. Let's talk about the order, all that bullshit they go up for. But when I say that a versus battle with Trina would not be a good idea for Kaya because she ain't got nothing but one hit. They want to say she got more than the only song y'all know is My Neck, My Back. Okay.
Well,
Don't trust that nigga was not a single. The only song she ever had to chart was fucking My Neck, My Back. Anything else they played in the club, okay. But she was not beating Trina in no
oh,
damn.
okay, I was about to say because I was like, I know I may be in the minority, but I do like Kaya music. Like when she say "Let me on my back, throw me up like a chicken wing, give me that mean
I do like
ding."
I listen that she do have some nice songs. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, like I don't like her, but she do like I do like Yum Yum Sauce. I like that song. I like the K Wang with his song. They play
Yeah,
like she do got some good songs, but like if you talking about like if you looking at it from a success standpoint in a chart thing, she wouldn't beat Trina when it comes down to it. That's all I be saying. But because they like her gag order, let's talk about the order, everybody on the docket, all that other shit she do. Now they want to act like she Missy Elliott.
but
Like, come
Kaya, I mean, but Trina keeps on acting
Mm.
like besides Kaya, but besides Kaya, who else could Trina really battle?
I personally felt like she shouldn't have battled Eve. I listen.
I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like Eve washed her.
I felt the same way.
Out of like, cause Trina like Trina needs to stick to the rivers and the Miami hood streets that she's used to. Like it's not really. I'm not gonna hold you outside of that. I don't really like. It's not like her music has shifted culture or anything else like that.
No, it had. I agree, it hasn't. I feel like even like when she was coming out, I was in middle school. So that look back at me, like that was a vibe. Like I don't know why my nasty young ass would listen to that song, but I
Well,
feel
you
like
know why
with
you were
Trina,
listening
the
to it.
music is her music did kind of fade away and is not really relevant like it was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Eve music, we can still all bop to "Love Is Blind,"
I was
and
just about to
even
say
that
that.
tambourine song, she was just playing with that song. She did tambourine down, let me see. Look, that was a vibe.
Yeah, I felt like Eve did watch Trina on that damn versus battle, but a lot of other folks felt like Trina watched Eve on the versus battle. Girl, I guess because she had a bunch of upbeat songs, she watched her. Okay, girl, whatever. So,
And can I also ask you a question?
hmm
What do you feel like? What do you feel about the professionalism of Trina's team?
they're not professional.
Like I'm saying, like Trina, you have like these people that are following that are your makeup artist, your hairstylist, your clothing stylist, your neck stylist, and all of this other stylist of things that you got. And they all are coming at and disrespecting Nicki Minaj. And I know that everybody don't like Nicki Minaj. What I'm saying, Nicki Minaj, who is like this A-list rapper, which you are not, let's be honest, gave you a verse for free to put on your album. And then you turn back around and get mad at her because she don't want to help you pay for the video for the song that she did for free. Meanwhile, these other girls are literally having mental breakdowns because they still haven't gotten the verse yet. But she
No
had
mental
enough
breakdown.
so now you have your stylist basically talking about f her dad and everything else like that, and you talking about like, what my team says doesn't reflect me. Obviously it does, because if they feel that strongly to disrespect her while working this close to you, you have to have let somebody know something, that you've had some type of feelings towards her. So get it off your chest.
She not gonna do that because she knows she gonna get blowback.
I'm getting real sick and tired of, like, because they've been doing it for the last 3 years, ever since that Baps record came out.
But see, child, we already saw that she had to take the damn album off the damn shelves at one point in time because she didn't pay everybody. So it's Trina, girl, just tour.
If she took, if she stopped, talking about Nicki Minaj behind her back and stopped buying all of these different sets of veneers, maybe she could have paid for the
Did he
album.
say different sets of child? He said
Like
different.
I don't like that, like somebody doing something for you out of the kindness of their heart, and then you turn back around and be disgusted because they don't want to give you their money to pay for the video for the show. And just because I'm rich don't necessarily mean that I'm entitled to do anything for you outside of what I've already done.
Can I ask another question? Why the fuck is Trina on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Like
Because
why?
she ain't got nothing else to do.
But see, my problem with her being on that show is the fact that she made a statement saying you can't come on this show unless you go through me. Like you can't be on the show unless you go through me. I gotta clear it first. Who the
Mm.
fuck are you?
The crab, what that girl say? The two coconut crabs of Miami,
Nikki
coconut
Natural
king
said,
crabs.
yeah,
Like
the two crabs of Atlanta. It's like, girl, who the fuck are you? Because there are people in Miami that really could have been on this show. So who are you?
she's like, and this is exactly what Geisha 305 said. Kaya said that
I
she
love
stopped.
Geisha. I had to say that. I love Geisha. Go
I
ahead.
love Geisha too. Like she said that that Trina has stopped other people in the area from like getting on, because she feels that she's the one that you have to go through to get your success out of the Miami area. Like, sis, you don't even have success out of the Miami area anymore. Like, this is like that we is not taking it to the house. You is not the baddest trick anymore. Like, sis, you're 50.
Oh, Jeremy, why are you up here reading like this tonight? I wasn't expecting all of
I
this
didn't.
right.
I don't feel like I'm reading. I'm just telling.
Now you are reading,
I
okay, and
I
I'm
didn't.
here for it.
I didn't know. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't expect this either. I guess.
I personally feel like Geisha could have been on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I feel like Jackie O could have been on there, and I feel like Trina is the reason why Jackie O was not. We know she's the reason why Geisha not on there, but she's the reason why Jackie O wasn't there. There's no reason why she wouldn't be there. Like Jackie O is Miami,
Well,
you know.
Jackie O gave her life to the Lord.
Well, and again, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
she ain't trying to be on, and plus they hired Briscoe, who literally beat her up. So you know.
Oh, I didn't know he had any connections to Jackie
Oh
O.
yeah, go look it up. Look, I don't know if y'all know this. I was partially raised in Las Vegas, but I am from Pahokee, Florida. So like that's where I was born in Belglade, raised in Pahokee, Florida, all the way up until I was like 9 or 10 years old. Then my family moved me back to our to their hometown in Las Vegas, and that's where I was until then. But I grew up on 305 music. So like Briscoe and Jackie O were very, very close at one point, and then he ended up slapping her.
Hmm.
In
Slapping
front,
her.
yeah, he slapped her.
What?
That's dude. That is tea. I never
Yeah,
knew that.
I ain't never knew that either.
yeah, he definitely put his hands on her. She cried about it on like online or like did a video because she said she would have never expected him to do that. She looked at him as like a brother and everything else.
Cause I didn't even know who the fuck Briscoe was when they brought him on the show. Like I had no, but that's because but you would know. Like I said, you would know because you're from Florida. But I didn't know who the fuck Briscoe was when they
I
brought him.
didn't really know who Briscoe was even back then. I thought that was like one of them those sliced pieces of beef that you like saute on the
Oh,
grill.
I am not doing this with you. That is crazy though. I can't
Y'all can
believe
go look
it.
it up after this. I promise y'all. Go look up Briscoe slaps Jackie O. Y'all can see what I'm talking about.
I didn't mean to laugh. It's the way you said it. Briscoe slaps Jackie.
Jackie O also beat up Foxy Brown.
Oh, no, I know about that. Oh, I knew about that. Like I knew about that. Some what prophet say? Plus, Trina wanted to put her boring ass cousin Joy on and her extra ass cousin Bobby on, which sort of worked. Bobby and his 19 face fillers have become instant known. Not 19 face fillers. Ooh, Jesus.
I
Bob
never knew none of this.
Bobby looks like one of those people where you don't know if like they're lesbian or like just an ambiguous child. You know?
Oh
Am
my.
I
Hmm.
wrong for that? Like, is that not true? Like, I thought when I first saw Bobby, I was like, whose auntie is this?
I, I I don't even know what to say.
And he say and Josiah, he say he not reading up here. What the
I'm
fuck is he doing
not.
then? What are you doing then,
I'm
child?
asking questions. Am I the?
You
Because
know
I'm
what
saying
you doing. You know what you doing. You know what you do.
I
You are
see.
you roasting. That's what you doing.
I don't feel like I am, but I'll accept that.
You are roasting, honey, and I'm here for all of the roast. I am here for it. Period.
I thought I was look, you thought I thought I was nice and be reading on the low.
Oh, it ain't just you. It's Jeremy, child. Jeremy is reading. Okay, but
Yeah.
I'm a I believe that's why the Love of Hip Hop Miami cast don't work because Trina don't want her enemies on the show.
Yeah, like I'm not a big fan of Trina. I'ma just say it. I love some of Trina's music, like red, like red heels, long bottoms, or whatever you call it. You
Uh huh.
know, and what's the one song called like pull over.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll definitely bump pull over, that one with Kelly Rowland, single again. Outside of those four, I don't really know any of her other music, but I just think that she has an overinflated sense of ego.
Oh my gosh,
I
she
agree.
really do.
I agree.
She really do. Cause she quick to say somebody's beneath her when she's beneath just about most of the female rappers in the industry. And the only person that was beneath her is like Rashida, people like them.
Yeah. And I don't know if she just gotten worse at rapping over the years,
Oh,
or if it's just because she was so sexy back in the day that her rapping seemed that it was better. I don't know, but I'm not impressed with her latest music.
oh, she got some latest music out. I had no idea.
Yeah, like she has like she did that remix of the Easy E song. You a F boy. My ex friend said it. That's why I should have let your best friend get it, or something like that. Then she also had that song with City Girls.
But money
Wait, no,
ain't
no, 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 no. She
no.
do have one song that's really, really good. Really, really good. I don't know the name of it. I did hear it on I think I heard it on the radio or somewhere. But it's one latest song that she has with another artist and it's good. But nobody cared about it though.
Shit, I don't even know what song it is.
Exactly.
Well, with that being said, cause I'm getting sleepy and shit, and I still gotta do my video about
Yeah, I
the
was just about
Murder
to tell
Inc.
you I was gonna catch y'all later.
Yeah, my Murder Inc. documentary. I still got. I mean, got to do my review on the Murder Inc. documentary. Where are these bots coming from, child? Anyway, thank you to both Josiah and
Thank
Jeremy for
you.
coming up. Even though we talked about everything, we talked about Angela Yee for a split second and went on to some other shit, but it's okay. It is fine because Angela ain't shit to talk about. So thank you two for coming up. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all subscribe to. Well, I'm gonna let y'all introduce your own stuff. Josiah, let them know what you got coming up with your channel and what they should expect. Even though I know because we just talked before I went live. But go ahead.
Hey y'all, I miss y'all so much. It's been 3 months since I posted a video. But listen, I love y'all so much and I miss y'all because your boy been moving and I'm finally settled in. So next week I'll be hosting the Whether You Like Or Not panel, but just come on by because I'm working on 2 documentaries and now that I have a studio in my own apartment and no roommates, I can really go in like how I want to. So stay tuned.
All
True.
right. All right. And Jeremy, go ahead.
Hey everybody. My name is Jeremy Speaks TV. I am a new YouTuber. I talk about a little bit of everything, and I'm very unfiltered, uncut, and I like to say incisive, and objective. So yeah, yeah, period, or whatever they say.
Well, I really enjoyed this live tonight, y'all. I definitely did. Like I said, I appreciate Jeremy and Josiah for coming up here. Like I said on Chef Dun Dun's channel this past Sunday. Was it Sunday or Saturday? It was one of them. But on his video, don't be surprised. Jeremy will be back on my channel because I do have something that I intend on doing. It's like an interview style type of show, like called Young Fresh and New, and I'll be interviewing all the new YouTubers, some of my favorite new YouTubers up here, and chatting with them and interview style things. Probably gonna be like a 15 to 30 minute type of segment or whatnot. But Jeremy is one of the people on my list. I have made my list. Jeremy's one of the people that's on my list, as well as JT the BTB that's in the chat. So, with that being said, y'all, we are out of here. Let me go do my video, and we'll talk another time, y'all. Once
Okay.
again, thank you, Josiah. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Scotty Gang, and we are out of here, y'all. Till the next video, I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Okay, see y'all later.
Bye.